Hey, Jim here from 3J Music. And over the last year and a half on the channel, I've done maybe about a dozen reviews on some budget guitars and some not so budget guitars. Today is another budget guitar review, but a budget guitar that comes with some high praise from some people close to me. If you'll indulge me for just a minute, I'll explain to you how this review came to be. Within this past year, I've found myself to be a member of a community of small guitar and gear based YouTube channels. Lots of great channels and great people, somewhat lost in the huge sea of guitar YouTubers. And if the idea of such a community interests you, all of these channels tend to gather on Wednesday nights during the Searching for Tone live stream, usually from about 7 to 9. Searching for Tone is a relatively new YouTube channel that tackles some guitar and gear reviews from kind of a beginner or a novice perspective, with a little bit of comedy thrown in. Brian's a decent dude, so you should definitely check out his channel. And within that group, there are a lot of other great small channels that have a little something for everyone. There are channels like Tone Yeager, who is early on in his YouTube journey of being a guitar tech and fixing and modding and sometimes building kit guitars and just some interesting stuff. And other channels like For the Love of Guitars with Keith Melendez, who is going to be one day a great teaching channel. He has some really cool lessons and a great teaching style. Also in that group is an upstart guitar company called Tease guitars. And that's what we have for you today. Torsten is the man behind Tease guitars. These are import guitars, but they all go through his hands before they go out to you. These are different, mostly Strat and Tele style guitars in a very affordable price range, but with a guy who takes some great pride in these guitars and how they perform and how they are when they come to you. Now, with Torsten not only being a member of this community, but also a fellow New Yorker, I wanted to show him some support by having one of his guitars on the channel. However, I did not reach out to him. I didn't even tell him that I was buying a guitar for review. If he's even aware enough of me to remember 3J Music, that's all he knows me as. I ordered the guitar under my personal name with my personal email, and I bought it. I wasn't given anything, so the support that I'm giving to Tease guitars right now is with my money. If additional support comes by way of a good review, well, that depends on the guitar. This will be an honest review and assessment, and I just wanted to make that clear. So let's get into this guitar. So this is the new for 2025 Tease S-style guitar, the ST-1 SPR. And to quickly go over the specs, we have, starting from the top, a maple neck and maple fretboard with the new Tease 18:1 ratio tuners, bone nut, roller string trees, and if you look back here, there is a nice taper on the neck heel. This is a poplar body. Underneath this pickguard is a swimming pool route. 3 ceramic pickups, 5-way switch, volume, tone, and tone. The bridge is a 6-screw trem bridge with sort of a combination of vintage style and block style saddles. These vintage style saddles where they stick up, they're not my favorite, but you know, it is what it is. And this finish is what they call Boomer Blue, and I know that this camera is not going to do this justice. This finish looks great. Personally, I wish there was something other than a white pick guard, but also, it is what it is. One thing I passed over here is these are stainless steel frets with the ball end, and I mean, you don't feel these at all. So, the fretwork is really good. I've given a lot of praise here on the channel to Squier guitars for being the kings of the budget guitars. So when I see a guitar in the $200 price range or under $200 price range, and that's not one of those bullshit lines where I say that it's under $200 and it's $199.99 and it's $216 or $218 with tax or whatever. This was just under $195 to my door. So when I see a guitar in this price range, I think that that's what they're battling. They're battling the Squiers, the debuts or the affinities, you know, before you get up to the classic vibes or, you know, the high range of Squiers. And as far as feel goes, I feel like this could hang with a Squier Affinity series all day long. But the real proof is in how does it play and how does it sound. So I'm going to find out how it plays and sounds, and you're going to hear how it sounds. So let's get into that. Okay, so this is pretty impressive. A couple of things I glossed over when I unboxed it was it comes with a bar and some Allen wrenches for the bridge and the truss rod and whatever. And it also comes with a gig bag. It's kind of a lightly padded gig bag, good size pocket on the front. I mean, most guitars in this price range, hell, most guitars in double this price range don't even come with that. I mean, if you were going to do some heavy traveling or any traveling or gigging or anything like that, you're probably going to want something a little heavier duty. But it is nice that it comes with a bag in general. This came set up to play. I mean, the action's at 1.75 millimeters off the 12th fret. It's a little bit higher than what I usually like, But when I tuned it up, I assumed that it was shipped tuned in standard tuning. When I tuned it up, it was a little closer to E flat, or a half step down, than it was to standard, so I just kind of rolled with the E flat. It's a preferred tuning for me, and it's preferred tuning for a lot of people with Strats. The intonation was pretty good. It was almost perfect. I know a lot of people get triggered when they hear ceramic pickups, but I like ceramic pickups. In fact, I've often found that when the guitar is more inexpensive, I tend to prefer the inexpensive ceramic pickups. I don't know why that is. It's just, it is what it is. It's got a nice sound to it. It plays nice. I just had a few minutes of sound samples there for you, and that was kind of edited down from 20 minutes of playing. So this is a pretty impressive guitar, and I know some people are gonna look at it and they're gonna say, oh great, another Chinese guitar or whatever. What sets this apart from a lot of those guitars that you would buy on Amazon or whatever is a lot of those companies, they'll make guitars and extension cords and toilet brushes and whatever. These guitars, they're made in China, and then they're shipped back to Torsten, and he goes through them before he sends them out. And I don't know him personally. I am subscribed to his YouTube channel. I know that he works his ass off to deal with any customer issues and customer service and that kind of thing. And there are more things that are offered by him on the website. If you go buy a guitar off of the website, pro setups is one thing that he offers for a little extra. But this was set up just fine. I mean, I know the pro setup includes your choice of, I think, 9 or 10 gauge strings, and your choice of string height and whatever. I mean, you would have to contact him if you were going to buy one of these guitars to find out all that includes. But yeah, just for ordering a guitar from the website with no contact and no extras and no frills. I mean, this is a great guitar, and this will easily hang with any guitar in its price range, and a lot of guitars in a higher price range. So honestly, I'm happy to see that. If it wasn't good, I would have told you so. But this is easily well worth the money. And there's, some other, if you don't like the blue, which, I mean, the blue looks great, but if you don't like the blue, there's a lot of other colors, a lot of other finishes. Go to the website, check it out. Maybe contact them about a setup if you like your action low, or 9s or 10s, or I think this shipped with 10s, but I'm not sure. They feel like 10s. Yeah, contact them. Check out the website. Check out the guitars. Tell them I sent you. I don't know. What did you think? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this video useful or just enjoyed it, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.